It's time for the Trucker John live stream. Gonna be a good time. Oh yeah, the Trucker John live stream. Come along for a good time.
I don't know why, but I feel like I'm about to motorboat this poor girl right here. I don't know. What can I say?
Trucker John live stream. It's gonna be a good time. Gonna be the time of your life. Gonna talk some shit. Hush your mouth. Gonna talk a little smack. Gonna talk.
Dear Tam, the girls and I are having a great time in Cancun. In fact, we've decided to never come back. So, you can go fuck yourself. Yours truly, Heidi. Oh, P.S. I still hate you for not defending me when Donald Trump said I was ugly. Oh, did I say go fuck yourself? Oh yeah, go fuck yourself.
He's headed south, not even sure what that means. But if it's one thing I know, the Trucker John live stream is the best thing you've ever seen. I'm sure to see
JP, right? J.D. Mandel.
J.D. Vance, in his own words.
I'm a never Trump guy. I never liked him. As somebody who doesn't like Trump, I might have to hold my nose and vote for Hillary Clinton. I didn't vote for Trump because I can't stomach Trump. I think that he's noxious, him being really outrageous and offensive.
On Twitter, Vance called Trump, quote, reprehensible, an idiot, and Vance loves Mitt Romney.
I'm a never Trump guy.
That's the real J.D. Vance.
A lot from our constituents on different issues, but something I've heard that doesn't seem to be being covered are the Epstein files. These files were released, and like Donald Trump's sort of all over this, right? There are pictures of him with Jeffrey Epstein. He's taken multiple plane flights with Epstein with young girls on board. He is on call logs with Epstein. One of the highest trending hashtags on Twitter right now is about Trump and Epstein. I'm not going to repeat the hashtag because we're in a dignified setting. But yeah, y'all might want to look at that because that's highly disturbing. And again, it shows that Donald Trump is unfit for office. And by the way, he was convicted in a civilian court for sexual assault, convicted in a separate court of 34 felonies. Donald Trump should drop out of the race.
Project 2025 is the published roadmap for Republicans if they win the 2024 election. Thing 2, women's rights. They will abolish no-fault divorce, ban all abortions with no exceptions, ban all contraceptives. Yes, you heard me. This is an attempt to control women into living in some Christo-fascist Stepford Wives version of reality. It's a blatant attempt to regulate women back to second-class citizens, without autonomy over their bodies or their lives. We cannot let this stand. Vote for Democrats.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. Trucker John.
All right, mic is on. All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my live stream. Let me see if this is set up right. Good enough, I guess. Hey, it is 2:10 p.m. in the Pacific time zone. And I'm right here in Las Vegas, and it is now 105 degrees. We're supposed to get to 107. I don't believe we've reached it yet. But it's another one of those hot days. A hot, kind of muggy day. A little bit muggy. There's like some thunderstorms going on the mountains. I don't think we've had any rain here, although it is very cloudy as I look out the window. They've got flash flood warnings because of some thunderstorms around the surrounding areas, and that always brings. Now, let's see. I kind of messed up my camera shot here. Let's see here. It's all messed up. I just can't get it right. It's too high. It's too low. Let's try that. All right. Good enough. Good enough. I just don't like it because I got a light back there, and I was trying to get the camera to sort of block that light a little bit, but it is what it is. All right, guys. So, I'm a little depressed. I'm a little depressed listening to Randy Rhoads and listening to all this fucking talk about having Biden step down. It's such fucking bullshit, man. It's such fucking bullshit that this is still going on. And you know what it is? It's all because of the goddamn corporate donors. It's all the corporate assholes that keep stoking this, and so now even fucking Jamie Raskin or whatever, they're afraid that they won't get the corporate dollars to roll in or something. Fuck that. Fuck that. Have a little faith in us voters. Do you think that we're gonna fucking we're gonna lose to these cunts? Do you think we're gonna fucking lose to a cunt like that? Is that what you think? You think we're gonna vote for this fucking prick right here? I mean, come on, man. Show a little faith. Have a little faith. You think we're gonna throw our votes away so that these fucking Kotex wearing fuckers on their ears, motherfuckers, are gonna fucking take over? You think we're gonna let that happen? Come on, Raskin. Come on, Schiff, Pelosi, you stupid motherfuckers. Have a little faith in us. We're not so stupid. We're not gonna vote for these type of assholes that put these fucking things on their ears. It's pissing me off. Instead of bowing down to the corporate fucking donors, if you would stand strong behind us, the people, we would win. We would have no fucking problems in winning. You gotta stand behind us, not behind the corporate donors. Fuck the corporate donors. We got you, boo. I'm so sick of this shit. These assholes are going to cause us to lose this election. With all this Biden has to step down bullshit. It's fucking horse shit. Anyhow, I see Roxanne Armfield's here. Good to see Roxanne. First in the chat. Mike H is here. Deborah Murphy. I'm with Biden all the way. Me too, Deborah. Me too. Good to see Deborah here. Fancy's here, never fear. If you guys didn't hear the good news, we got Fancy to 50 today. So Fancy's got her 50 subscribers, and now can go live. Looking forward to that. Mike Gates, they're already banning abortion in a bunch of states altogether. It's a fucking wet dream. You fucking Republicans. You think you can get into everybody's business, but you don't like people getting into your business, but you want to get into everybody else's business. It's none of your fucking business what a woman does with her body. If she doesn't want to carry a pregnancy to term, that's her fucking right. It should be her right. It's her body, her fucking choice. Period. End of story. Jackie's here. Good to see Jackie. Deborah Murray says, sorry, I want a short of Trump's injured ear. Please, someone. Not sure which channel I saw that today. I haven't seen anything on that today. Roxanne, I'm with you. Trucker John, the Democratic so-called leaders are cowards. Deborah Murphy, no voting for my man, President Joe Biden. They're going to call these people calling for Biden to step down. They're going to fucking cause us to lose. Jackie says Biden's not going anywhere in 4 more years. I've totally fucking believed that until these last couple hours I've been watching TV. And it got me... I was watching Randy Rhodes. She fucking bummed me out. Not her, but her reporting on all these fucking people. All the shit they're saying. Walter McCarovich says, good afternoon, Trucker John. Did you hear the new audio tape with Trump and Hulk Hogan? The Hulk Hogan is speaking tonight at the shit show tonight in Milwaukee. What a shame. I didn't hear that. I did not hear that. And I don't give a shit because Hulk Hogan's a fucking asshole, so I don't care. I don't give a fuck. They're all assholes. The RNC is just a big asshole convention as far as I'm concerned. Hey, Hugger Greeters here. Good afternoon, TK. Terry. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Tim Nelson's here. One of our Tims is in the driver's lounge. Good to see you. Let's see. Delta Don's here. Midas Kevin made his way to the driver's lounge. Hope you're feeling better, Kevin. PDG 20 LBFB. I know, right? I know. Fancy said, I heard Obama said he should step down, but I haven't verified it. Randy Rhodes is kind of alluding to that, but yeah, there's nothing really, verified on that. Tim Farrell, there are other Tims here. What if those who are asking Biden to step down are right? We don't know what they know. We are talking about credible people. It sucks. Yeah, they're credible, but I think they're basing it on corporate donors not donating all of a sudden because of fucking assholes like George Clooney and Stephen King. If they had just kept their fucking mouths shut, none of this would be happening right now. Hulk Hogan has always been an asshole, like a big misogynist asshole. So let's not get all weepy for Hulk Hogan all of a sudden. Delta Dawn, they get the best people. Tim Farrell, rest in peace, Bob Newhart. What was he like, 100? I mean, yeah, rest in peace. Rest in peace. Lived a long, long life. Walter Makarovich, yeah, tape is racist as it gets. I didn't hear it. I'm sure I will at some point, though, probably. It'll probably pop up in one of my social media feeds, and I'll take a listen. Hunger Greeter, sorry, I feel news is poison, and liars, that is why I do not listen and watch the news. They certainly do have a I don't know, some sort of vested interest in wanting Biden to step down. They're pushing this. They're pushing it hard. PDG 200 LBFB, I'm done with Randy. Well, I don't know if Randy was saying George should step down, but she was just reporting all the other things they were saying. Michael McAndrews, I got the Blue Angels page done fancy. It's on my website now. Michael, how do we get to your website? What's your website, Addy? I know it's hard to, you can't post a link, but maybe we can somehow figure it out. Rob4419's here. Hey, good to see Rob. Says, hi, Trucker John, or Con. I'm Con. Hugger Greer and everything else. Saying hi to everybody. Good to see you in the Drivers Lounge. Rob4419, oops. John, oops. I kind of like that Trucker Con. A Trucker Con. Trucker Con. Trucker Con. Let's see. Janelle Walker is in the Drivers Lounge. Now, I went on Discord. I asked at the pros, I guess, section of House Sparks' Discord. Usually Andrea will answer. If I was asking her, is Hal coming on at 3 or 4? She never did reply. So I don't know if Hal's coming on at 3 or 4. I think 3 Pacific time. But I haven't got confirmation. That's why I wasn't sure if I should come on. I only like to do, for these pre-show warm-ups, I only like to do an hour. But, so keep an eye out when we get to closer to 3 o'clock if Hal's coming on. If not, if he doesn't, that means he's going to come on at an hour later. At 4 Pacific. But I have not received any confirmation of that, so I don't know. So we're going to be here at least till 3, maybe till 4. I don't know. Tim Nelson, they're afraid of losing the House. If Joe Biden all of a sudden steps down and Kamala Harris steps, it's gonna have to be Kamala. It's not gonna be Gretchen Whitmer or Gavin Newsom or any of that horse shit. It's gonna be Kamala Harris. Of course I'm gonna vote for Kamala. Of course we're all gonna vote for Kamala Harris. All of us Democrats, we're gonna vote for her. I get it always comes down to those like undecided, independent people. What are they gonna do? And also if it's gonna lead to voter apathy. I say that we're all gonna vote for her, but will some Democrats just stay home and not vote? I don't know. I guess Hugger Greeter has to go eat dinner soon. All right, Hugger Greeter, get some dinner. But thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Rob4419, and we'll lose our sanity. Fancy, I'm voting blue no matter. Yeah, I'm voting blue no matter who also. But there's so many people, like I said, that I mean, even people who vote, but they don't really know what's going on. Midas Kevin Anderson says Dobbs not dead. Trump says Dobbs dead. Trump, Grim, Oprah, Trump say everybody dead. Well, Dobbs is what's going to be getting the Rovember vote out. That's for sure. Mike H, don't start with your shit. If you're gonna put disinformation on here like that, apparently Jolie's busy. I know she's got a lot of family stuff going on, so I don't see Jolie in here. But I'll fucking just block your ass if you're gonna do, if you're gonna put shit like that in here. Here, look at there. See, I could do that too. Tim Farrell says it is a huge problem if Biden wins. Wait, it's a huge problem if Biden wins, but we don't win the House and Senate. If Biden wins, we're going to win the House. If Biden can't finish his term, Mike Johnson is a step from the... If he doesn't finish his term, Kamala Harris will become president, and Kamala Harris will immediately appoint a vice president. It's not like Biden's going to step down or whatever, and then Kamala's going to instantly die or something. A new VP has to be approved by the House and the Senate. If Joe Biden wins, we're going to win the House. If Joe Biden wins, we're going to be in the same place we are, like we've always been. We felt we're going to win the House back because we're only like a vote down, right? Okay? And the Senate has been sort of a iffy thing, but I think, you know, we're still feeling good about the Senate too. This is why this whole thing is so stupid. We're 3 months out from the election, and now we're going to be arguing about, should it be Kamala? Should it be Gavin Newsom? Should it be Gretchen Whitmer? Should it be Joe Blow? Should it be fucking Mark Kelly, for God's sakes, who nobody even knows who the fuck is? Should it be somebody who was... Carlos Azaraki was saying some asshole who's even less known than Mark Kelly. I mean, come on. That's not how it fucking works. That's why incumbency is so fucking important. That's why Joe Biden needs to stay in there. Hello, Tamara Price. Tamara Price is here. Good to see you, Tamara. God, we need Hal to come on. Because I'm about ready to blow a fucking fuse, man. I'm about ready to blow a fucking fuse with this shit. PDG 200, this is Biden's decision. It has to be his decision, of course. And I will abide by whatever Joe decides to do. But all this fucking pressure coming down is fucking horseshit, man. It's all spurred on basically by the corporate media. And then a few people, you know, like fucking Clooney, Stephen King, and Michael Moore, they're the ones that kind of fucking started this shit. And then you had Schiff, you know, and it kind of grew, and it's instead of it going away like it should have after a few days, the media with Stephanopoulos and Lester Holt always asking over and over and over again, 20 different ways, when are you going to step down? How are you going to step down? Blah, blah, blah. It's the money, it's the corporate money and the corporate media that's fucking spearheading all this shit. And I'm telling you, we got Joe's back. We, the voting electorate, we got Joe's back. So fuck the corporate media. Fuck the corporate donors. Everybody, go right now, go to Joe Biden's campaign site and fucking throw in $3 or $9 or $10 or whatever. That's what we got to do. We got to start throwing in some money and say, look, we don't need the corporate fucking donors. Fuck those assholes. I do need a beer. I cracked open a Pepsi, and I got some beers in the fridge, and I was almost going to grab a beer instead, and then for some reason I just grabbed a Pepsi. I should have grabbed the beer. You're right, Fancy. You're right. Maybe when Hal's on, I'll crack open a beer. Hey, David Robinson's here. I don't think I've seen David Robinson before, have I? But in any case, thanks for being here. Glad to see you. Hey, guys, we're up to 1,910, I think, subscribers. So I want to thank you all for subscribing. Make sure you hit the share button, and that helps to grow the show. Penny to Crate says, Mark Kelly was, I know he's a mirror. I know exactly who, I know who he is. But somebody was suggesting that he should be the one that runs for that replaces Biden. If Biden steps down. I think that's fucking absurd. I know who he is. You know who he is. But 99% of the people out there don't know who he fucking is, I bet. Once you get out of Arizona, no one knows who he is. There's so many people that barely, and this is people who vote, right? These are registered Democrats. I'm talking about of all the millions and millions and millions of voters, they barely know who the fucking president is. They barely know who the fucking vice president is. Listen to Rachel Bittekoff. She'll tell you. She knows all this shit. The voting masses don't know their fucking ass from a hole in the ground when it comes to this shit. They don't know who their senators are. They don't know who their fucking their House reps are. They don't know any of that shit. You're going to put Mark Kelly up? You might as well put fucking the mailman up or something. But people know who Joe Biden is. He's the incumbent. He's been a vice president. He's been a senator. He's the president for 4 years. Everyone knows fucking Joe Biden. No one knows who Mark Kelly is. And when I say no one, of course, we in the chat, we all know who he is. But I bet you 90% of the people, registered Democrats, don't even fucking know who he is. So we can't put up a Mark Kelly. The only person that could go up is Kamala Harris. Because at least some people know who she is. Maybe 50% of the voting electorate knows who she is. Hey, Kimchi. I came here for comedy and got more of the same. I am pissed too. I know, Kimchi. I just got pissed listening to Randy's show today. And nothing against Randy, but she's just, she's the, what do you call it? She's just the one telling the story, She's the one bringing it's not her fault, but it's pissing me off. All these goddamn people calling for Joe to step down. It's horse shit. Two was says money, money, money from rich donors, 14 million voters. Yeah, how about if all 14 million of us, what's 14 million times 3? Would that be 42 million? That's not very much money. Maybe we should can we throw $10 in? Can we each throw $10? Would that be 140 million? I don't know. My math is not good, but Dave Ron Pelosi says what? I don't know. It sounded like she was in a roundabout way, but I don't know. I don't even want to talk about it. Harley Girl's here. Hey, Harley Girl. Sounds like the elites are against the people, women's right, and democracy, and not the people. I don't know, man. It's just fucking... It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. And Randy's been talking about 1968. And I remember 1968. I was only 7 years old going on 8. But I remember RFK getting assassinated. And I remember Johnson saying that he would not accept the nomination if he were nominated. And I remember this dude, Hubert Humphrey, stepping in. Now, the only reason I really knew Hubert Humphrey is because my dad was from Minnesota. And Hubert Humphrey was from Minnesota. So when Hubert Humphrey threw his hat in the ring or whatever, my dad was like, "Oh, I'll vote for Hubert Humphrey. He's from Minnesota." That's the only reason I think my dad voted for Hubert Humphrey, is because he was from Minnesota. Anyhow, Hubert Humphrey got his ass kicked by fucking Nixon. And Nixon, as we know, is a fucking piece of shit. Is that what we want? And believe me, I'd rather have Richard Nixon right now than fucking Donald Trump. I'd rather have a dead rotting corpse of Richard Nixon right now as president than Donald Trump. But, you know, I'd rather, if we could reanimate Richard Nixon and he was the 1968 Richard Nixon, I would rather have that fucking scumbag as president than Donald Trump. And if we're not careful, we're going to get Trump in there again. Michael Andrews, can you get to my website, Fancy? Brian Taylor, Brian Cohen Taylor, what? No. Brian Taylor's here. I don't think I've seen Brian Taylor in here before, so thank you for being here. Says, Schiff screwed Katie Porter to get a leg up. Total shit show. Yeah. I mean, I know everyone's mad because of the way they donated. What was it? They donated to Garvey so that Garvey would do better than Katie, and that would bump Katie because they have that jungle goddamn primary, which I don't like. I don't like jungle primaries. I think that's horseshit too. But I don't know. I think I was pretty fucked up. I think I was fucked up. Kim Shi says, how do we know that Obama or Pelosi said anything? I don't believe. Yeah, all media against us now. All of them are. Yeah, Kim Shi, you're right. How do we know? How do we know? I mean, we should probably just. That's why I'm trying to reserve, comment on that, because at this point, nothing's been verified. But look at this. This is kind of funny. If Kimchi wants some comedy, look at these douchebags with the fucking Kotexes on their ears. Look at these idiots. That's kind of funny. Look look. This is the type of fucking leadership we're gonna get. Isn't that funny? Because these assholes want Joe Biden to step down and they want to sabotage his fucking campaign. So we're going to end up with these motherfuckers. Isn't that hilarious? I'm laughing so much. I'm going to start crying. Because we're going to end up with these fucking douchebags running this country and destroying democracy and running our country into the ground again. That's why I designed a hat, my Rega hat, my RAIGA hat. In case you don't remember what that stands for, it stands for running America into the ground again. I have the hat already, so I'm ready to go. If Trump wins, I've got my Rega hat. Running America into the ground again. That's what Trump is going to do. Rob4419, do they think Orange Man won't be horrible speaking? It'll be worse. Leave Biden alone. Susan McIntosh. Hey, Susan. Good to see you. Says Adam Schiff is trying to make a paragraph for 2028. The traitor. Yeah, I during all the impeachment hearings and all that stuff, I had a lot of respect for Adam Schiff. I thought, hey, this guy's really smart and he's going after Trump and all that kind of stuff. But I have lost so much respect for that motherfucker in just the last, 2 weeks or so? These motherfuckers are apparently they think they're doing something good for their careers, but I think it's all going to backfire on them. All these motherfuckers that are coming out against Joe and asking him to resign, it's going to fucking blow up in their faces. Hey, here's Chaz. They just D or R. Okay. That's true, I guess. Thanks for being here. Thanks for participating. Kim, she says the media is all in on the... Yeah, well, absolutely. Absolutely. Torby Cat says, I hear you. Chaz says hi. Hello, Chaz. Good to see Chaz. First time, I don't think I've seen you here before. So thanks for being here, by the way. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Penny to Create. Sadly, J.D. Vance is one of my senators. And sadly, he might be one of he might be our vice president. And when Trump croaks, he might be our president. Can you imagine that? David Robinson is with me. Thank you, Dave. Robin M, maybe 50%, yeah. And look, I don't mean that as a slam against Kamala. I love Kamala Harris. That's meant as a slam against the population. Look, they do these kind of like surveys and stuff. People don't know shit. I mean, just basic shit. They barely know who the president is. They barely know who the fucking vice president is. And from there on down, it's like, you know, just a single digit percentage of people who know who their senator is or their House rep is or anything like that. It's remarkable. It's astounding. Susan McIntosh says the DNC is going back to letting superdelegates decide. They were supposed to change that in 2016. Kimchi very disappointed in Randy. William, hey TJ, hey William, good to see William. Thank you there. Thank you for being here. I don't. Mike H is a messed up situation. Yeah, Mike H is just loving it. He's just loving it. You're gonna love it when Trump takes over the country and says. He says, anyone with a name as stupid as yours, as Mike H, you're going to be sent to a detention camp. An internment camp or something. I mean, I guess Mike H feels safe and secure. Maybe Mike H maybe is not a person of color. Maybe Mike H is not gay or LGBTQ. Maybe Mike H, is not any of those groups, and he feels completely safe. Well, good for you, Mike H. Good for you. Tim Farrell says, we all love Joe. If he says he is good to go, then he is good to go. That is Joe. We need to... He would step down if he is not. Absolutely. Robin M, 12 million. I don't know what that was about. Kim Shea, yes, $10. Oh boy, I'm that far behind. I was talking about donating money. That was like 15 minutes ago, I think. PDG 200 LBFB says Joe needs to tell them to go to hell. Susan McIntosh, $5 would be good. Hey, whatever you can do. $3, $5, $10. We all need to start donating to Joe Biden. I was going to do it today, but I had a, how you get those solicitations or whatever in your emails and stuff. And there was a group, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to donate to this one group because I didn't know. I don't know. I wasn't sure about it. So I thought, well, I'm just going to go directly to the Biden campaign. And then it was almost showtime, so I didn't do it. But I think I'm just going to go directly to Joe Biden's campaign site. Too bad Jolie's not here. She could find a link for me and post it. But I'm search probably just joebiden.com or whatever, and send them $10 or something. We're gonna have to step up, man. If these corporate donors and all these rich assholes are pulling out, and we got you and me, we got to step up. Mike H., if Kamala Harris is not presidential material, how in the fuck did you ever think that Donald Trump was presidential material? He's a fucking, game show host that has no experience in foreign policy, no experience at all doing anything other than sitting on his fat ass and snorting Adderall and raping women and ripping off people. That's all he... You think that's presidential material? You kidding me? Are you kidding me? Kamala Harris was a California Attorney General, a U.S. Senator from California, and now she's a Vice President. Get the fuck out of here with your bullshit, Mike H. Get the fuck out, man. Hey, here's Ominous Moon Tarot. I've never seen your screen name before. So thanks for being here. Thanks for coming on in. Ominous Moon Tarot says, what about Cadet Bone Spurs wearing the maxi pad on the wrong ear? Now, I didn't see that. Someone said that earlier, and I never did see any pictures of that. But if he did, then that's weird. I mean, come on. Robin M., we protested Nixon. Yeah, but he won. He won because no one knew who the fuck Hubert Humphrey was either. I know he was a senator or whatever from Minnesota, and he was a beloved Minnesota, congressperson. My dad loved him because my dad was from Minnesota, and he was like, "Yeah, Hubert Humphrey's a good guy." The rest of the country didn't know who the fuck Hubert Humphrey was. He didn't have the name recognition of either the incumbent, which was Johnson, or Robert F. Kennedy, who was the brother of JFK, who everyone was still thinking about in 1968. It had only been 4 years since the assassination. And RFK had been JFK's Attorney General. Everybody knew who Robert Kennedy was. Everybody knew who Lyndon Johnson was. One of them decided not to run, and the other one got his head blown off. And we ended up with Hubert fucking Humphrey. And everybody who knew who Nixon was, because he'd been around, debating and running against JFK in 1960. Rob 4419, me too, John. I remember, and I was in school when JFK was taken from us. I was about 3, so I don't remember that, but I do remember RFK. I do remember the night RFK was assassinated. Hey, Gina Maynard, member for 2 months. Biden Harris 2024. Thank you so much for being a member, Gino. I really do appreciate it. It helps the show, helps us grow, and helps support the show. And I'm Biden Harris too. In fact, there you go. There you go. I'm with them. All the way. All the fucking way. David Robinson says, so the Trump campaign narrative was Joe's too old, then Joe screwed up the debate. Now he has old timers like Reagan. It's imaginations run amok. And yet Donald Trump can get away with saying all the gibberish, all the fucking nonsensical word salad bullshit that he says, and gets a complete pass by the media, by everyone and the other politicians and whatever. No one has called for Trump to step down, and he makes more gaffes, more stumbles over his words, says weird shit every single time he talks. Wait till the RNC when he gives his speech. We're gonna see. It's gonna make the shark battery controversy look like, fucking Einstein's theory of relativity or something, Mike H, get a beer, TJ. I definitely, positively will. I might just drink all what's in the fridge. I don't know. I only got 5 in there, but I might just drink them all. Although, nah, because I'm going to work tonight, so. But I might have one. Walter Bakarovich, why is everyone missing the most important election of our lifetime? It's democracy versus fascism. It's very simple. It is. It is very, very simple. Good point. I think I have something for that too. But let's see. I got to take something down here. We got this. RNC ratings are down 21% from 2016, according to Nielsen, even after Iwo Jima DJT can't get any attention. Trump isn't as popular as we think either. It's all being blown up by the media, the way they've covered his rallies so much and all that kind of shit. They pump him up and they give him a lot of publicity, and it makes it look like he's more popular than he is. But I think his popularity has been going down. I think more and more people are seeing just how fucking batshit crazy he is. So I think you can see the ratings are down, and I think he's probably lost 21% of his base since 2016. Rob4419 says, like Hal says, wearing a $900 suit, Nepo kid. Kathy Christensen, everybody contact your Congress representative and say you're with Biden. That's a great idea, Kathy. And by the way, thanks for being here, Kathy. If I didn't say hi earlier, thanks for being here. Good to see you in the Truckers Lounge. I haven't seen you in a while, or I'm not sure if I ever saw you before, actually. But thanks for being here, and that's a very good suggestion. If you can't donate a few bucks, call your representative and let them know, hey, I'm riding with Biden. I stand with Biden all the way. That's a great, great, great suggestion. Those are things that we could do, and those are important things. Fancy says, no, we're not, John. Don't give up hope. Well, I know we're voting blue, but I just think this whole thing of wanting Biden to step down and getting a new candidate, I think it just causes chaos. It causes, it just might cause people to not even vote. That's the biggest thing. I know Democrats are going to vote for Democrats primarily, and that the independents or whatever, most of them seem to be, I think, leaning towards Democrats. But if we go through all this change and everything, I'm afraid people won't even vote, and that's not good. Ominous Moon Tarot says, say no to Cadet Bone Spurs and his sidekick, jackass douchebag, VB. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, hey, Julie's here. 60 watching, 48 likes. Come on, guys. Hey, that's right. Well, they've got 110 watching and 89 likes. So we got some slackers out there not hitting the like button. What's that all about? What is that all about? Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Hey, Chaz says all the Dems bashing Biden are just secretly endorsing Trump. Man, we got to stand up to it. Like you say, like Kathy said, call your representatives or contact them, let them know I'm riding with Biden. I stand with them. And if you can throw a few bucks to the Biden campaign, do it. What, $3, $6, $9, whatever. I used to always do, what was it, $27? Because hey man, I don't like to say I was a Bernie bro, but I was definitely a Bernie supporter back in the 2016 campaign. I voted for Bernie in the primary, right? But then I voted for Hillary, and I had no problem voting for Hillary in the general. I thought she would have made a great president. But what was the deal? Like, he was getting all this sort of grassroots support, and I think the average donation was $27, I think. So a long time, whenever I would donate to someone, to some political cause or a political candidate, I would send $27. Sort of my little way of saying, yeah, I'm a Bernie supporter. Kathy Christian says, I am in California and I am putting Katie Porter's name in for senator. I don't know if that's going to go anywhere, Kathy. And my only fear is we don't want Steve Garvey. And let me tell you, Steve Garvey was my favorite baseball player for all of the 70s when he was on the Dodgers. Great baseball player, and I thought he seemed like a good guy or whatever. But as a politician, we don't need him as a senator. He's a fucking Republican, and he looks like he's made of plastic now. You've seen him. He looks like a plastic weird thing going on. But and he's Republican, and he has stupid, shitty Republican ideology. So we don't want Garvey to get in there, right? So I understand we're upset about Schiff. And as much as I have lost a lot of respect for Schiff, I still don't want Garvey in there. And we still have to have that seat. And if voting for Porter is going to hurt Schiff, then I don't know. I just don't know if that is a good idea. But anyhow, that's just my opinion. Tim Farrell says Schiff stabbed Katie Porter in the back. Well, I mean, they were running against each other, though. So, I mean, Biden is all on board with debating Trump again. Biden is practically saying, bring it on. Hey, Mike Swells here says, I feel no longer a Democrat. I'm ashamed. Well, don't be ashamed. Vote. And like I said, let your representatives know. I mean, if you are for Biden, I guess I'm assuming. But if you're for Biden, do like Kathy said. Contact your representative. Let them know, man. I think that's a great idea. Like Kathy Christian. Now, Susan Macker says, I bet Schiff loses his Senate race. I don't know, man. I mean, I know we're all mad at him, but I'm hoping the Californians realize the importance of not giving that seat to Garvey. For goddamn Steve Garvey. He's a fucking Republican. We cannot let a Republican take that seat, guys. I'm sorry. I know we're hating on Schiff right now. We cannot let Garvey get that seat. Dave Robinson says Mike Hunt has a ear tampon on right now. Yeah, he probably does. Deborah Murphy, you're here. Did I say hi earlier? She's talking about Walter McCaver says $2.99 tennis shoes. Are you kidding me? Assassination tenors. So $300. Is that what it was? He put some new tennis shoes out with some stuff about the. I haven't seen them, but is it him? Is it like a picture of him doing the fist thing or something? I don't know. Those first tennis shoes that I don't think sold very many. I don't know. I don't think these great marketing ideas of his, I don't think really do much. Mike Swell, the far left is pretty Trump back. Yeah, like the TYT crowd and those assholes and Jimmy Dore. Hey, Karen Richards is here. Karen says somebody just posted earlier that Lou Dobbs kicked. Oh, I haven't heard that yet. So hey, it's 3 o'clock, you guys. I don't know if anyone has a Hal Sparks watch going. You know, not a watch like this, but you know, a watch like we're watching. I'm just gonna go over here real quick, see if there's any. If it looks like Sparks is coming on. I could never get any verification on if he was going to come on at 3 or come on at 4. So far, looks like he's not on. We'll just keep our eyes open for that. If you see him come on, let me know. Abadabadoo, Bruce Springsteen rules. That's right, the boss. The boss. Bald Thanos is here. I went to Lamaze class with my aunt when she was a teen and I failed. Chronos Stone, do most of your reviewers have man-made front holes? I don't know what that means. I didn't know what that means. Was that some sort of a rip? Was that some sort of a, you know, a burn? Was that a burn? Did you burn me? Did you burn somebody? Were you burning people? Cornerstone, I can't wait to meet on the field. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about Lou Dobbs, but the last time I saw him, Hal Sparks played, I think, a clip. I guess it was he interviewing Trump, and Lou Dobbs did not look very well. So, Tawana 106, that fist thing. What the hey with the stupidity? I don't know, dude. Whatever, you tell me. Julie's reminding us about the super chats and memberships and all that good stuff. Like, subscribe, and share. And buy me a coffee. We got to buy me a coffee link. Mark says, stand strong, Biden. Hello, Mark. Good to see Mark in here. Looks like we've got another troll to keep Mike H company. In Chronos Stone, I'd like to introduce you to Mike H. Mike H, Chronos Stone. May you two have a good time. Hey, Serena Monkey's here. Oh, I haven't seen Serena Monkey in a bit. Yeah, most grown men have holes in the front of their pants to piss out, and not Trump, who shits himself. Ho, ho. There you go. Take that, Chronos. Stick that in where the sun don't shine, or something. Ball Thanos, Lamaze class is no joke. All right, we're not going to joke about Lamaze class then. David Rome says, I think he said 3 on Thursdays. Well, see, that's the thing. Normally, he goes on at 4 on Thursdays because he has family phone time at 3. But for the summer, his son is with them, and his mom was here. I don't know if she's still here or not. But in any case, so in any case, over the summer, he's been doing 3 o'clocks. But he usually will say, he'll usually, remind us. And I didn't really hear any time of whether it was 3 or 4. So that's why I say just keep an eye out, an eye open. If we see Mr. Sparks pop on, let me know, and then I'll pop off. But hey, I want to say thanks for watching. We got 87 watching, and now we got 123 likes. So you guys have stepped it up. You guys really stepped it on. You stepped it on, man. Chris Wells says, right on, Trucker John, see you at Hal's. Yeah, we'll be over there. And if you guys go to Hal, if Hal's on at 3 or whenever he comes on, give old Trucker John a shout out. Just say, Trucker John Raid, this is Trucker John Raid, or Trucker John sent me, or I'm coming over here from the Trucker John show, live stream thingamajigger. Oh, Peace Baby says Hal's on now. Well, I just looked. I didn't see him on. Okay, yeah, he is on now. I think he's got his little intro page on. All right, guys, so that's it. That's it for the show. Thank you all for being here. We got a lot of new people I haven't seen before. I want to thank you guys so much for being here. Let's go over to Hal's and let's see if he can if he can raise our spirits, because I was feeling a little down. I gotta admit, I was down, I was angry, I was depressed. Let's go over to Hal. Hal's a great guy. That's why we love Hal, because he's gonna talk us off the ledge. And I have faith. I got faith in Hal. So I'll see you guys over there. But in between, you know how I do. You know how I do. I do a quick stretch so I don't pull a hammy.
Well, it's time to say the show has come to an end. Don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again. We'll have some fun times, hopefully nothing too bad. We might talk about war crimes. Might talk about Baghdad. I doubt we'll talk about door chimes. But if we did, I'd be only too glad. So hasta la vista, baby. The show is over, but could I ask you maybe to take a shower? No, that's not what I meant, but I couldn't think of anything to rhyme with over. Now my whole rhyming scheme is all screwed up. Oh shit, I should have stuck to truck driving, who I tried to kid. At least when I was out there driving, I could handle a skid, but doing this live stream, baby, has been a real kid. So I hope to see y'all again right here on the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna do it again and again, right here in the Trucker John live stream. Yeah, the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna come back and do it all again. No, this ain't no dream. This is where we win, right here on the Trucker John live stream. No, this time to say goodbye. The show is coming in. Don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again. Well, it's time to say goodbye. The show has come to an end. But don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again. We'll have some fun times, hopefully nothing too bad. We might talk about war crimes, might talk about Baghdad. I doubt we'll talk about door chimes, but if we did, I'd be only too glad. So hasta la vista, baby. The show is over, but could I ask you maybe to take a shower? No, that's not what I meant, but I couldn't think of anything to rhyme with over. Now my whole rhyming scheme is all screwed up. Oh shit, I should have stuck to truck driving. Who am I trying to kid? At least when I was out there driving, I could handle the skid. Doing this live stream, baby, it's been a real kid. So I hope to see y'all again, right here on the Trucker John live stream. We gonna do it again and again and again, right here in the truck of John last street. Yeah, the truck of John last street. We're gonna come back and do it all again. No, this ain't no dream, this is where we